Alright broskies, this video is probably a lot different than the videos I usually make, and I've been forced to make a voiceover for the second episode of this Neo Scavenger series because the original second episode that I made, and the one that you're seeing, is basically unwatchable. The audio is that bad. So I'm going to be making a voiceover to hopefully salvage this episode, and hopefully this audio isn't that bad either. I'm just going to sort of like narrate what I was doing for the episode. And starting off, I realized that I was missing a few pieces of my drip. I believe I'm missing like a hat and a glove that I was missing before. Uh, and this would inspire me to decide to scavenge around Michigan to decide, or not to decide anything, but to find the drip that I lost, which was a hat and a glove or something. I don't know. But after that, I then laid eyes on the isotope mine right there, and I decided it would be a bad idea to go there since I really don't have anything for that place, and it's a really bad idea to go there because you can really get messed up going there. The lore behind it is, I think there's like some dude in there who's experimenting with radiation and robots, and there's also a robotic tiger in there that will attack you. It's just a bad place to go to. I also just found a shack right here that I decided to loot, and I didn't find anything. That was trash. After that, I decided to go east of the isotope mine, and I decided on not going there since it just wouldn't be a good idea. After that, I then found a abandoned trailer park where I decided to scavenge, like many of the other places I scavenged. And I found a sleep... Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, that's too bad. Alright, I did not find a sleeping bag. I could have swore I did, but no, I didn't. That's too bad. Anyways, after that, I decided to search another shack that I found in the middle of nowhere, east of the isotope mine. Also, here I decided that I would not be going south to the swamp. Even though there's some really good loot there, it can really mess you up, much like the isotope mine. Except its effects will last much longer. Like, I believe if you go there, you can get a disease that's in the game called the blue rot, and a bunch of other bad stuff. It really messes you up. So I decided on not going there, and this is where I found that sleeping bag where I decided for some reason not to take, even though having a sleeping bag in post-apocalyptic Michigan would be a really good idea. It was just a dumb idea not to take that. I don't know why I did that. Very stupid of me not to. But it's too late to reverse that now. From there, I decided to scavenge around in a few more places to hopefully find some good loot, like some food or something, or a saucepan so I don't have to drink disgusting swamp water, but sadly I did not find that. No. All I found was some more tinfoil and a big, giant box, which I should have also took, but I didn't, for some reason. Having carry space is really good early game because you're gonna want to find a lot of stuff, and if you do and you can't carry all of it, you're gonna miss out late game. I also decided to start collecting tinfoil since it's a surprise tool that will help us later, guys. It'll all make sense by the end of the game. So if you see me collecting tinfoil like a madman, I'm not insane. It'll all make sense by the end of the game. Also, you could like destroy chip bags or whatever to get more tinfoil. It's really weird stuff, but my tinfoil addiction, it it's not a tinfoil addiction, guys. It'll all make sense by the end of the game. Also, here is where I replaced that drip that I was missing, and I frantically crafted it from some rags I found in the place that I just scavenged. I still have no idea what happened to that drip I was missing. Like, it just doesn't make sense how that could have disappeared. Like, maybe when I was sleeping, some other unwashed homeless man walked up to me and stole it. I don't know why he didn't pick the rest of my drip, though. Like, it's really weird how I was missing that. Like, I really have no idea why. But I think a homeless man just walking up to me and stealing it would probably be canon, since that happens a lot in the game. Like, there's people who will just steal some of your stuff in the game while you're sleeping. And yeah, that's probably what happened. Anyways, I replaced my drip, and then I believe I then would start heading north to a few more locations, like the Hidden Forest, which is a location that you guys will see later in the video. And sadly, it was not as fulfilling as I thought it would be. In fact, it was a very bad idea. I wasted a lot of stuff going there. Actually, maybe not a lot of stuff since I barely have anything, except for the drip I got, but still, it was not very good. After that, I decided to search another giant pile of rubble among the destroyed remains of Michigan, which is also where the game is set. It's in post-apocalyptic Michigan. And here I found some more tinfoil, a lighter, and some really bad rags that were in awful condition. You never want to take things that are in bad condition, especially not rags either. Even if they are clean, the condition thing for them still matters. It always does for like everything. And I decided not to take them since it probably wouldn't end very well for me if I did. So yeah, I did not take those. And then nightfall started to set in, and I searched the rest of the rubble I currently was residing in. From there, I thought about going to the isotope mine one last time, but I decided not to since I was still missing all the stuff, and getting radiation poisoning is not ideal in the beginning of the game, or late game either. I also decided to drink some more disgusting swamp water from this river here, and I still have no idea how I have not found a saucepan yet. Like, that is such high level gear, and yet it's so common, it's still really weird how I haven't found that. Maybe I'll find it in the next episode, who knows. Maybe. But hopefully I do. And if I have to murder someone for it, you bet I will. And I'm talking in the game here, not real life. Why would anyone murder someone for a saucepan? Like, that just doesn't make any sense. Maybe if you're like homeless or something, but I don't know. Anyways, I decided to sleep for the night to... I don't know why I even slept at all. Like, losing that trip the first night or whatever, that should have been enough to keep anyone awake. But I slept very soundly, and I didn't even have any thoughts about losing my drip. No idea how I slept soundly that night, but I did somehow. And I decided to start going north to pursue the Hidden Forest, which was the next location I was heading to. And here is where I thought I saw or found a serial killer waiting to murder me, but instead it was a pleasant dog who just wanted to run away and didn't even want to fight. But like the sick homeless man I am, I decided to murder the dog for some reason, and I decided it'd be a good idea to try some fresh dog, and so I did. I have no idea how or why I did that. I didn't even really need to eat at that time, but I decided to maybe get some meat for the road, and I murdered that poor dog in cold blood. I feel really bad for doing that now. I probably shouldn't have done that, but it's too late now. Dog by this time had been murdered, and now I was going to feast on my prize. And I also collected some cigarettes for very odd reasons. You shouldn't smoke at all. I don't even know why I was getting those. It just doesn't make any sense. I didn't even have the smoker trait in the game, which with the mods I have installed, that's a flaw you can pick to get more skill points or whatever. But I did not pick that, so there was really no reason I needed those. And you shouldn't smoke at all. I was setting a very bad example. No idea why I did that. Maybe I was just trying to cosplay as Garcello or something. I don't know. I should probably revisit that mod, actually. That's a really good mod. I guess, though, it wouldn't exactly make much sense since I'm not at 420 subs anymore. I should have did that at 420 subs. Although it still wouldn't have made much sense. It's not exactly relevant anymore, but who cares? I still might revisit the mod anyways, who knows. I probably will, though, since it's a really good mod. Anyways, I then decided to light up a quick little fire to cook the cuisine I just hunted down and murdered in cold blood. And this unwashed homeless man did indeed cook up that fine cuisine. It was very tasty, actually. Very, very good. I didn't actually eat the dog. I didn't eat dog in real life, though. I'm talking about the game. This all sounds really weird, like... if I was not talking over game audio here, uh, you could probably I'd probably be considered insane if this was not over game audio. But luckily it was, and I indeed did feast on that dog I hunted down, and it tasted pretty good. Uh, After this, though, I started getting a very large feeling of paranoia that karma might be coming after me, and after packing up the meat I had just gotten from that beast that I slayed, I decided to put out the fires I lit, and uh, I started having a very large looming feeling that cannibals were coming after me. So I put out the fires very quickly and started hiding my tracks as cannibals were coming after me from now on. And they'd be right to do that, because who wouldn't want to eat a greasy, unwashed homeless man who recently ate a dog? Like, that's just too appetizing to give up. So from here on out, I'd be paranoid about cannibals murdering me. And I went on a long tangent here that I really wish didn't get corrupted by the audio. Uh, there's no real way I could add that tangent in, but I'm really sad that that had to get cut, or that the audio was this bad. Also, I'm not even recording with a mic, since the old mic I have is really bad and would probably just make the audio even laggier. So, if the audio sounds much different, I'm not using a mic, sadly. Hopefully I can get my new mic fixed, because the new mic I was using before is broken. So, that's too bad. Yeah, that's a real shame. Very indeed shame. I'm gonna see if I can get another one, though. I have probably enough money for that, to maybe buy a new adapter, so I can plug my mic in again or whatever. But we'll see, guys. We'll see. I'm not sure if this recording's not gonna be leggy, though. It might. But it probably won't be, since I'm pretty sure the mics, or the mic I was using before, is what caused the audio to be so laggy. I don't know. I'm not a professional in audio making. I just make funny videos because it's fun. It's very complicated. But this Neo Scavenger series, I refuse to give up on it. I refuse. And I will continue making these videos, even if I have to make more of these stupid voiceovers. Actually, these voiceovers might not even be that bad. If you guys want me to make more of these voiceovers, I will, but I don't really want to. I usually just record my videos on the spot, and I never usually have a script. I always do it on the spot, except for a few of those history videos that I've made. I always made scripts for those. Anyways, from here on the game, I was then traveling west of the Gage's Cryo facility, where I woke up in and started my journey in post-apocalyptic Michigan. From here I was looking for a location called the Hidden Forest, which had some loot that would greatly help out my journeys. I believe the loot I was looking for at the time was the Dogman Be Gone device or whatever. It's really weird. I think it scares off those giant dog creatures that are in the game that spawn the further north you go. Those would be that thing I was looking for would be really good late game. But sadly, I did not find it. The second piece of loot I was also looking for in the Hidden Forest was a DMC bracelet, which stands for Detroit Megacity. Somehow in this timeline, after Michigan got destroyed or something, Detroit somehow prospered and became a megacity. I'll probably be there later in the game. Hopefully I won't have to do a voiceover when I'm there. Actually, that might be a good idea. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I was looking for a DMC bracelet that was in the Hidden Forest. And the one that's in, I can't even speak, bro. The one that you find in the Hidden Forest was used by a very naughty boy who got banished from the DMC. And so the bracelet that he used to get in, and you need a bracelet to get in, was banished or whatever, because he was a bad boy. But the thing is, that bracelet is worth $500 on the Neo Scav drip market, and that's why I was also looking for that. I wasn't looking for it to get into the DMC. No. That 500 smackaroos was too good to pass up, and risking my life in a hidden forest was indeed worth it to find that bracelet. By now in the game, night was now setting in, and I needed to find a place to rest. And so I decided to put out my sleeping bag and rest in some more destroyed rubble of what used to be a town in western Michigan or whatever. And somehow, actually no, I did not sleep soundly that night. I wasn't even worried about losing my drip. I was just worried about cannibals eating me this time, for revenge on what I did to that poor dog. Those cannibals are still probably coming after me at this point, and I will face the cannibals that are coming after me at another location in the game, where they are very prominent. Uh, I'm not going to spoil what this location is, but it'll probably be found, or I'll probably go there in the next episode, because you have to go there to progress the story. And I'll spoil one thing, it's full of cannibals. There you go. I'm not going to spoil it, no. If you guys really want to know about the Neo Scavenger lore, I'll probably make a whole video explaining it. I should have did that in my review on Neo Scavenger, but there's a lot of lore to this game, and I should really learn more about it. I don't know too much of the lore, but I know pretty much most of it. I know, like, the game's endings and stuff, and, yeah, I know most of the lore. Anyways, from here on out, I realized, I didn't actually need to be collecting cigarettes, because I don't have the smoker skill, and even if I did, you shouldn't smoke. Like, that's really bad. You really shouldn't. It's very bad. I was setting a very bad example. Very, very bad example. Do not smoke. Very bad, very bad. So yeah, I got rid of my cigarettes. I was like, smoking's bad, kids. You shouldn't smoke. Big bad. Don't smoke. And then I got very thirsty for some reason in the game. And not in the way you think. I needed water. I also found some berries. And I explained here that the blackberries in the game are never poisonous. They're always clean for you to eat, and you don't need the botany skill to check if they're not poisonous or not. They're never poisonous. That's a little tip for you new players here. The red berries, though, which I found here, have a 50-50 chance of being poison, though. So I would never eat those if you don't have the botany skill in the game. And sadly, I did not pick that. From here, I decided to collect some more disgusting swamp water to eat. Or, I mean, not eat, I mean drink. And, I don't know, I feel bad for that swamp water to be drunken by some crazed homeless man just looking for a drink. I feel bad for the swamp water, not me for drinking it. And immediately afterwards, I instantly regretted it, because 2 seconds afterwards, I got diarrhea, which you could see in-game. I panicked a bit from this, because I thought I was getting a disease. Even though it was just a bad case of diarrhea, nothing too bad. I decided to take some antibiotics I got from the cryo facility. And, I don't know if that was a bad idea or not. It probably was, maybe. But if you've drank in swamp water that just immediately gave you diarrhea, I guess that's sort of a sensible thing to do, but still, I probably should have preserved those. Afterwards, after getting a bad case of diarrhea, oh, whoa, that wasn't good. Hope I didn't break any of my keys there. Afterwards, I then found the hidden forest or whatever that I was looking for. And, I decided to hide from the giant monster that's in the forest, like the coward I am with the hiding skill that I chose. I sort of regret picking the hiding skill because it didn't exactly really do much for me for like the whole game at this point. Hopefully it can make up for itself late game, but so far it's been sort of useless. I sort of regret picking that skill. But yeah, I hid from the giant monster like the coward I am, and I didn't get anything good at all. I didn't even get that bracelet I was looking for to sell on the Neo Scavenger market. It was so bad. It didn't work. It ended out horribly. It failed. I didn't find anything at all. And I got bruised up a bit from going into that place. It was just a bad time. It was just a giant waste of time to even go there in the first place. It did not go well. It went terribly. It just didn't work. It was very bad, very bad. Such a shame I wasted so many resources going out west to find a giant forest that didn't even go well. A moment of silence for this homeless man for wasting his precious, whatever you call, what did I take when I got diarrhea? The antibiotics? Rest in peace, antibiotics. Rest in diarrhea or whatever, I don't know. But yeah, wasted a ton of resources going out west or whatever to that stupid hidden forest. I probably won't go there in my next playthroughs or whatever. But yeah, very bad. RIP antibiotics. Also here, I decided to give another tip on why you shouldn't drink from the marshes or the rivers, because they usually have worse disgusting swamp water than the hills with the water in them. They usually have much cleaner water than the rivers or marshlands in the game. You should always try to drink from those if you don't have a saucepan in the game. Just another tip for you new players, which this playthrough is gonna be full of. So stick around for the other episodes or whatever. Anyways, from there I decided to head back to the Gage's cryo facility to hopefully go on a nostalgia trip, a trip down memory lane, just to check out some of the stuff I've missed out on. And I did not miss out on much, but before going there, I decided to scavenge another just ton of rubble here in Michigan, which there is a lot of. I scavenged a shabby auto repair shop, which I found quite a nice bit of loot. The best loot I've probably found in this run. I found a welding mask, which is the best rip I could have acquired in the game. Also, it gives quite a nice bit of protection. I also found a box cart, which is a really good vehicle, but it had very low condition, so I decided not to take it, which, yeah, I guess that was a good idea, but still, it might have been a good idea to take. But I didn't want to rely on something carrying all my stuff, especially something that big, because you could lose it all, and then maybe those cannibals would get their hands on it and come after me. That would have been no good. Absolute bad. Absolute garbage if that's how that went. That would have been very bad. Very, very bad. Good thing no cannibals or whatever. Actually, they might have got their hands on that box cart. I don't know. Oh no, my paranoia's racing. How could this happen? I should have destroyed that box cart. Actually, I don't exactly really need to worry about those cannibals until the next episode. We'll have to face off with them with their new box cart they're gonna be coming after me with. Ugh. I should have just destroyed that box cart. This was the worst mistake I could possibly commit. But by now, after not destroying the box cart, which I totally should have, I arrived in Gage's cryo facility and found the rotten meat from the beast I slayed at the very beginning. It was quite a sight to behold, and it smelled really bad. So, ignoring that, I decided to go back into the cryo facility for a little nostalgia trip. And I found a very destroyed room in the cryo facility. And also, another little tip here for you new players. You could turn the cryo facility that you wake up in like a home, you could turn it into like a home base if you have the repair skill and the mechanic skill, but I did not pick those skills, so I don't exactly have the qualities to repair the cryo facility. So I decided not to turn it into a home base. And from here, I decided to end the episode, and I was prepared to start heading north to the next location, which is full of cannibals. But from here, this is where this episode ends on the exciting journey of Drippy McDripman with the Neo Scavenger drip and the epic welding mask. Stay tuned for more epic episodes on this wacky, crazy journey, and I will see you in the next video. Alright, bye.